once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well,
What?
Spice Kid's taking a math test over there. I'm distracting him so then I can yell at him for getting a poor grade. Hey, Cesaro. Hi, Court. Money on my mind. Go on. Jeff Borwick. Hi, Morgan. GMG, Taco Dude. Zeke Tendo. You Need Me, Bird Boy plays. Willie plays. Hey, plays and plays. I'm so easily amused. Peter, Headmaster. Night Owl Re. Jamie, Johnny, Headmaster. The names are just working out perfectly today as they scroll by. It's Susan. She set it up that way for us just so I could be absolutely delighted because obviously she likes it when we are all delighted. Let's see. The reason I asked about this one today, my old Ben 10 toys. Oh, that's kind of cool. Brax had a bunch of them. Didn't I buy you? Oh, I'm sorry. I know you are doing homework.
Oh no, what's up?
Ben 10. Didn't I buy you a bunch of those things for the wrist?
The wrist watches,
Yeah, Brax had a bunch of them. That's what it's. One of the fun things about this topic for me will be because I know a lot of you guys are in Braxton's general age group and stuff, and yeah, I bought him a bunch of those. They always come out with a new one, and like a sucker, I would just whatever the latest one was, I would buy it for him.
Hell yeah.
Pokemon cards. Brax still collects those. He still collects those. Him and my grandson both collect Pokemon cards. And it's a cool thing too. I mean, they both got a cool little stash of them. Some that have some, decent value to them. Ninja Turtles, Stretch Armstrong. Now there you go, Brian. Now, of course, Ninja Turtles was well after my days as a child, but Stretch Armstrong came out when I was a kid. And, we had him, me and my cousin, because we always played together. And we did take one, and we were bound and determined to see how hard you had to stretch it before he would rip apart, and we did manage it. You tied it to a tree and stuff like that, and finally we were able to pull and get enough leverage that hit the arms on Stretch, just started splitting, and he just started spewing blood or whatever that shit was that was that was inside of that gel. But yeah, Stretch met a horrible demise. It was his fault. He started it. Hex bugs, Connor says. Yeah, Brax never got huge into them, but we did have some hex bugs. Jamie says I had a crap ton of vintage Barbies. Oh, Jamie, that's like me with now when I was a kid, my toys were baseball cards and comic books. That's that's all you had toys to play with too, but those were my main things. That's what anybody asked me what I wanted for a gift giving occasion. It was always those two things. And like Jamie with her Barbie dolls, if I had those comics and those baseball cards I had, especially the baseball cards, I remember distinctly because that was like my main thing, and I had thousands of them and played with them all the time. I was such a baseball fanatic, even if it was just to build a house of cards with them or whatever. But because I played with them so much, and because my memory is only good for long term and useless for short term, I remember a lot of the cards I had, and I had things like I had several Nolan Ryan rookies. I had Pete Rose rookies. I had so many phenomenal cards. Classic BB gun man. Yeah, we had BB guns. You Need Me. I don't know your age category. Assuming you're substantially younger than me, though, you guys had cooler ones. Ours were really, as far as pop. Even the ones that you could pump up a few times and stuff still didn't give you a lot of snot. Leah says favorite toy dildo. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Setting you up for all sorts of different career choices as you get older. GMG, I played outside a lot too. I think it was, and I'm not, I'm an old fart, but I'm not one of these old people that's like, oh, you kids, you don't get out enough. I understand why. If we had as many cool things to do inside when we were kids, we would have been staying in too. The old people that tell you, well, no, we're outside because we wanted to get fresh air and, we believed in using our imagination. No, we didn't have other options. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's fucking ridiculous to be down on younger generations because they don't play outside. We didn't have cool shit inside. We wouldn't have been out there either. And and Han Solo. Wow, I remember those were when the first trio of Star Wars movies came out. Those action figures were huge. I guess some of them are worth big bucks now too. Wolverine says favorite toy was Brax. He needs a spanking. Hey Morgan, I'll tell you what my favorite toy wasn't. Moon shoes. Oh my god. Remember those? I'd forgotten about moon shoes. Those things were a broken ankle waiting to happen. I knew they were unsafe even as a kid. I hadn't thought about moon shoes in ages. Those things were huge for a while too. I've forgotten all about those.
Oh, they make you feel like you're on the moon.
Moon, bro. Do you know what they are?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so freaking weird. Morgan's not wrong. They were definitely ankle injuries on the horizon. My reactions are slowing as I get older, Steve said. Let's see. SpongeBob toys, Train Master. We had a few of those around. Not we never went specifically for them, but Brax and I both loved and still love SpongeBob. So when he was little, yeah, we had a few of those around. Toy lightsabers, Cedric. Oh man, the one I wonder if he's got it handy. He could show you guys. The one that Brax built when we were down at Disney was phenomenal. He built one of those, and he built a what's a droid. I forgot which. No, he didn't go with the BB-8 style. He went with the other style. I don't know if he's got them handy or not, or if they went to college with him. I'm sure he'd show them to you guys. Those lightsabers, I recommend. They're kind of pricey. Everything is at Disney, but someday when Disney gets to open up again, if you guys get down there, if you got the extra, I think it was the droids were $100 each to make, and the lightsabers were $2. But if you have the extra money, they're worth it. They're cool. Jamie says, I still have my Happy Holidays Barbie dolls still in their boxes? Fuck yeah, Jamie. I was never allowed to take them out. Mom explained that it was important to preserve them for value. She was right. Some of them now go for easily $500 today. Oh, I'm sure. And the cool thing about those, unlike, I used to collect, and still on occasion will collect sports cards and stuff, you never know for sure. I mean, there's some, if you go way back in time, if you go to Mickey Mantle, Roberto Clemente, things like that, of course, they're always going to go up. But outside of that, they can go up or down. But the longer you hold on to those Barbies, the more and more valuable they're going to get. Yes, and still in the box, that's freaking huge. That's really big. Wow, yeah, you probably got a decent chunk of change sitting there. Doctor Who says fleshlights. Good to see you again, pal. Well, fleshlights was kind of a given, though, I thought. What's this, Poppy? I had a Boo-Ba toy. Yeah, weird British TV show. Yeah, I never heard of that one. A Boo-Ba. Huh. We talked about a lot of, things that are different culturally whenever we get in here, but I never heard of Boo-Ba. Was it, based on a TV show or something? Ryan says, I got a talkback tape recorder from Home Alone. Me and my cousins used to record our wrestling matches we put on. That's cool. One cousin would be on commentary. Then we'd play with all my Matchbox. Oh, Matchboxes. Yeah, Brian. My cousin and I, too, that was a big thing for us. The Matchboxes and the Hot Wheels as well, because Hot Wheels, you had the tracks. Back in the day, the tracks were all that orange color, and they would slide together. You had to have these little connectors, little plastic connectors to slide each piece together, and you can make the loop-de-loops and all that shit. Yep. You had a Vegito action figure? That's cool, our savior. Isn't it sad that I'm 58, and now if I saw a cool Vegito action figure today, I would buy it. Airsoft guns, Demby? Yep, we didn't do airsoft, back in our day it was just BB, but yeah. And then we'd go out there and shoot each other with them, of course. It is amazing we never put each other's eye out because we were so reckless with them. Oh, Ivan says, I had a huge Star Wars Millennium Falcon. That's cool. Apparently my mom donated it a long time ago. Yeah, I can imagine. That was especially if it was from, well, obviously it was when you were a kid. If it's from a while back, that had to have some serious value on it too. Oh shit. Ever heard of those cancy? Sometimes when you're a kid, you like to eat cancy. Is that short for cancer? I don't know. Ever heard of those candy dispenser things? I had one of those. It was Wilbur from Meet the Robinsons. You mean the Pez taco dude? Yeah. If you're talking about the Pez dispensers, yeah, they were big when I was a kid. We didn't have nearly the selection you guys got now. You know, just a few like Looney Tunes characters, stuff like that. But I had a bunch of Pez dispensers, and they're worth money now too if you still had them. Bugs, Ocho. I was a huge, again, as I said, Looney Tunes fan. Bugs, all of them. Big Track Super Nintendo Lego. I don't remember that, Blind Fury. I don't remember that one. Big Army Man boxes. Yeah, we played with those too, Real Wolf Man. You get, I assume you're talking about the same thing, though. Well, just like from Toy Story. The little green men, the little green army men. Well, but then they came out, they finally got smart, because when I was little, you could only get green army men. And then they got smart and they started making some, was it brown ones, I think, too? But just had two different colors, so you could actually keep track of who was on whose side. It's not a lot of fun to play army without anybody to shoot at. Morgan, my favorite toy was any kind of doll. I collected Barbies, Bratz dolls. I remember Bratz dolls. These dolls called Diva Stars, those I don't remember, which I don't think exist anymore. I remember the Bratz, Diva Stars. Those are the ones you got to look for. If they don't exist anymore and they weren't hugely popular, sometimes those are the ones that get really valuable. Steve says, I thought you were 68, not 58. And Steve's got the most seniority of anybody here, and now I gotta ban him. Oh, that's right. Don't worry, Steve, we can't ban anymore. All I can do is hide you now. Poppy says, I used to play with my medicine syringes, non-sharp. I'd play doctor with my dolls. Well, that's actually kind of cool, though. Again, you know, giving you that feeling of providing care for the dolls. That's kind of neat. Zeno says, I love people saying video games like toys don't exist in their physical form anymore. I feel old. Josh, I played with WWE action figures when I was little. We've got so many of them still around. Because Brax got into wrestling for a little while when he was younger. For, a few years there. And so he had some. But then my older son had been into wrestling when he was a kid. So he had some. And he just passed them down to Brax. So I think they're still out there. I think we got a bunch of them lying around somewhere. I'd have to look. Yeah, the wrestling figures, don't we?
Yeah, they're all in the hallway.
They're in the hallway? Hey, dude, do you have, for them to see, your good lightsaber, the one you just built, do you have that? Yeah. Can you show it to them? This one Brax got is badass. This is the one you, again, you have to make a separate appointment. You go create it, and they make it an experience. That's what's cool about the way Disney does things. You don't just go into a shop and put together the lightsaber. They make a whole big experience out of it, and it was cool. Okay, Ree, thanks for being in. My second favorite toy is the word bitch. The old one said, for those of you who don't know, that's what Braxton got banned from Club Penguin when he was like 8 or 9 for typing the word bitch. Yes. Who said that? Nymphonomicon says, did the older son have WWF wrestling buddies? Yeah. Yeah, the little pillow fighters there. Yes. Yep, he did. You had a whole collection, Sam? Yeah, again, it's as I said, it's it's like anything else at Disney. It's pricey. The lightsabers, you can get cheaper lightsabers there, but the ones that you go in and get to make right from square one and have that whole experience are a couple $100, but they're worth it. They're cool as hell. And again, just the experience of doing it, of making it the way they set it up is fun. My favorite WWE wrestler? Well, Josh, I go way back. So my favorite wrestler is from the old school days when it was called WWWF. And that was Bruno Sammartino. An RC airplane. I could never fly those things worth a damn, Benjamin. And I never even got to have one myself. But friends of ours, friends of my cousins, when we would go to Schenectady and I'd hang out with my cousins there, they had them, and I could never fly those things. Nerf is legendary. It was, they had Nerf when I was a kid, not as much as they do now.
We'd have to replace the batteries if they wanted.
Oh, the batteries are dead?
Yeah.
Don't we have batteries over there?
We should.
If they got batteries, yeah, just show up for them. Well, here, let them use. I can't even see what they're seeing. Hold on, Brax has got now. When you create these lightsabers at Disney, you pick each individual piece to make your own specific set.
Yeah, so like this is the base of it right here.
Yeah, and that's now that crystal.
You can pop it out and switch it.
Is interchangeable. You can have different colors and stuff. You had a couple RC cars. We had some of those, Jonathan. When I was a kid, they sucked. The ones that were out, and I wasn't even really a young kid. I was older, but they were nothing like what you can have now. Batista and Rey Mysterio, Ocho says. Micro Machines. I remember Micro Machines. None of my kids ever got into them that much, but I do remember them. I mean, I think it was my older son had some. Ricardo says, I'm not that old, but I do like and collect the McDonald's Happy Meal Magic sets. I'm actually finishing up my collection today. Very excited. That's cool. That amazes me too, Ricardo. Some of those old McDonald's Happy Meal giveaways, those things value like hell too.
Bro, I want the Burger King special they did before I was even born. It was a
that?
Pokemon special. They gave away gold-plated Pokemon cards and like special little Pokemon.
Really?
Oh yeah, and they had like 12 different ones that you were supposed to collect and shit.
Wow, did you guys? Because there's Pokemon fans in here. You guys ever hear of that from Burger King? Like gold plate. I mean, obviously not real gold, but gold-plated Pokemon cards at Burger King. I never even heard of that, Brax.
I was supposed to unscrew that one, alright?
What's that? What'd you say, bud?
Which one am I supposed to unscrew?
Ooh, I think it was this one down the side, wasn't it? Yeah.
We had a pain in the ass trying to get it.
I'd have to go downstairs. I've got a small set of tools down there. Check in that. You looked? We might not be able to put batteries in it for you right now for you guys to see it. I have a specific screwdriver that'll get that, but it's downstairs. I have to dig it out. Hi Rise says, I love my Lego. I love my N64, but my favorite toy was a huge mango tree in our front yard. I think most of us had something like that outside that was like our thing. Pogs? I remember Pogs. Yep. Orbeez? I remember them, Poppy. My favorite action figure.
Nice.
Yeah. Edgar. My favorite action figure was NWO Wolfpack Sting. Sting was a great worker. Fantastic wrestler. Crap. Yeah, we got to get the batteries changed in that so we could have seen this. G.I. Joe. And that was, when I was a kid, of course, G.I. Joe was a rather large action figure. And then by the time my older son came along, the G.I. Joes were this big and they were a whole army. There was all kinds of different characters, which the toy manufacturers got smart and realized if you made a whole bunch of different characters, there was a whole bunch more sales to be made. Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks. That sounds familiar, David. I don't remember those, but I remember that name. I must have seen them. Oh, okay. Here, let's pull it out. You guys would not believe the weight of this, too. This is just the handle to Brax's lightsaber. Now, obviously, the lightsaber, you have two ends, don't you?
Yeah, the other one's at college.
Right, but you have two of them, two different lengths, right?
One shorter, one longer.
Right, he has a longer one and a shorter one. But all these individual pieces, you pick individually as you create your lightsaber. And like I say, if I got to go find. The only thing is to change the batteries. They've got the screw in a ridiculous place. The only way you can get it out is with a specialty style screwdriver, which I have downstairs. I'd have to find for them. But this is, I'm telling you guys, the weight of it is impressive. It feels like you're working with something here. But I would recommend that to anybody to go in and make that at Disney. It's a blast. Jamie says, on the flip side to my Happy Holidays Barbie, I would get the holiday Hess trucks. I used to get them every year from my aunt. This, of course, was the 80s, 90s. Don't know if they still exist. I think they do, Jamie.
They do.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought they did. Brax says they do. My aunt, the cousin I used to hang out with all the time, his mom, every Christmas, that was her thing, is she would get us, because obviously it was a different vehicle every year, she would get us the Hess truck. So that's going back to the 70s. And I was never as into the. I collected Hot Wheels and Matchbox, but they were like secondary level toys for me. I was never as into the cars as I was the sports stuff, so I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, I had a ton of those Hess trucks. Gimster says my favorite toys were my N64, colored Game Boy, and sticks. Yep, Brax had a colored Game Boy. We had the N64 was a great system. Lude says looks very phallic, fitting for a spaz kid. Josh says nice lightsaber. Those things are cool. Again, they're kind of pricey, but boy, it's a fun experience. And those things, it's amazing how well made they are. Wholesome Deuce, G-Tracker says, love getting Dragon Ball Tazo prizes from Chimps and DR. You can Google them so you can see what I'm talking about. Dragon Ball. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Dragon Ball Tazo. Let's see what that is. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just... Come on. Quit scrolling around here, Google Chrome. Dragon... Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's just get images. So they're kind of like pogs, right?
Yeah, it looks like pogs.
Yeah, if I can get the picture to blow up. What? Thank you.
That's a store website.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know those even existed. Wow, a lot of color to them. Yeah, I didn't even know those were a thing. Those are pretty cool.
There was an old toy of Sasuke, and it was known for being able to hold up literally everything because there was like so much. He was so balanced that he could hold anything and stay completely balanced, like on his head. And like
that's kind of cool.
So many photos of him out there. One photo is him on his head, and his legs are holding up the one end of a motorcycle.
I never saw that either. That's kind of cool. Steve says, I used to collect dinosaurs as I was big into them. Doctor Who stuff. Yep, Brax used to collect some Doctor Who stuff. Pokemon. Yep, he still does. Yu-Gi-Oh! Action Man, football cards, and Star Wars. Those are some of the things I collected when I was younger. Yeah, we had a lot of that stuff around the house between Brax or me. I collected mostly baseball cards. I had some football cards, though. Again, if choke up on the hilt, Curtis Nympho says. G.I. Joe was the best toy ever made. You can make a strong case for that, honest Dave, especially when I was a kid. G.I. Joe was it. And then they made G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, which basically looked like he was just preparing to jerk off, but whatever. He was jerking off Kung Fu style, apparently. Let's see. Ivan says, if you can't go to Disney, you can Google Ultra Saber. They have a really good collection of lightsabers. The quality is really good, and you can also make one from scratch. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's the big thing doing it in Disney, though. I will say the experience is really neat. They set it up well. They do everything like that really well. Let's see. I did have a Pokemon ball toy. It doesn't work anymore, Josh said. We had a few Pokemon balls rolling around here at different times. Lick says, when I was a kid, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards were toys in themselves, and because we didn't know how to play the game, we would just steal the one Blue Eyes card, which went around the whole neighborhood. Chrome says, favorite toy as a kid, probably my Game Boy Advance. Always loved games, Mario and Luigi, Donkey Kong Country. Yep, Brax was way into Game Boy. I wasn't as big into the handhelds. I was always more about the consoles. Let's see. Tim Confer says that lightsaber, I want one. Yeah, they are cool. In the new Star Wars section, I assume. Yes. Also, if I may ask, how much would it cost? Yeah. Oh, no problem, Tim. The lightsabers were $200, right, Brax? The lightsabers were $200. The droids were $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. The lightsabers are $200. The droids, which are really cool too, and same thing. You can build the BB-8 style or the R2-D2 style. But you go in, and in both cases, what the hell happened there? And you pick. I think Goku Vegeta just tried to come off the wall or something. And you go in and you pick all the individual components to make up either one, whether it's the lightsaber or the droid. They're really cool, Tim. And like I say, even beyond how well made the lightsaber is the experience that they give you in making it is really cool. If I were to choose a lightsaber color for myself, what would it be? I'm not as big into the lightsabers, Dave, but it would definitely be purple just because of, and yeah, why is his name going on in my head? Samuel L. Jackson. I'm a nerd for Samuel L. Jackson, so I'd have to get a purple one. So goes to show Vegeta just can't hang. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on back there. Scared me, though. I have a small Goku and Piccolo statues on display in my room. Josh, I want to get some more. There's some really nice. I mean, I like collecting the pops and will continue to do so, but there are so many really nice, well done, as you say, statues of characters. I would have bought some it was a few weeks ago now. I think it was either in ThinkGeek or Box Lunch. But they had what anime was it? Because I remember being in there. I can't remember which anime it was now. I just remember I wanted a pair from this anime. I can't remember which one it was, and they only had one and not the other. Otherwise, that would have been my first statue. It'll come to me. I'll remember. Yeah, I'll remember. Yeah, purple. I like the purple. Chrome says, always been more into handhelds, probably because of my poor eyesight. Bad distance, but impeccable short sight. Also just convenient. Yeah, the convenience factor is definitely way up there. Brax loved the handhelds. Johnny Bravocado says, my favorite toy to play with was one of my mom's called Black Thunder. Hold on, guys. I got to refresh this page because there is something going on here. Supposedly the stream health is still good and everything. But I was lagging back on seeing you guys' chat for some reason. Beyblades, yep. Our savior, Brax was into Beyblades, and then him and his buddies had them in school, and of course, that got taken away. It didn't take long for Beyblades to get axed from school. Excuse me. My favorite... Hold one says my favorite toy is the coronavirus. Dragon Spheres, the purple used dildo is my favorite toy and still is. I used it all the time. My family wasn't happy about it, but I wouldn't have it. That's right. Sometimes you got to make a stand or whatever it is you make on behalf of a dildo. Wholesome Deuce says my favorite toy is my car. It's a little old, but damn, I do like pushing the engine. Daedric says Star Wars figures back to the 90s. Yeah, again, some of those are really cool. I got a figure of Tanya the Evil 3 weeks ago. Really? That's a good one. I don't think I've seen any of the figures of Tanya the Evil Gimster. I like her. And you guys know all I've seen from that show is just clips. And just from the clips alone, she was such a cool character. Was it she, he? Because it's actually the dude, whatever. Tanya's cool. Excuse me. I remember those. David Chapman says, Thumb Wrestling Federation Thumb Wrestler Puppets. We had those. Yep, I remember them. All the different characters and shit. Yeah, I remember those. Jamie says, during the Somalia crisis, my mom and dad weren't able to get the Barbie and Hess truck. They told me Santa didn't bring it because he knew I was a good girl, willing to share with the kids in Somalia. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. That's kind of cool. Daedric says, can we please talk about how the toy industry died? It's just statues. I would, but I don't really know enough about the current toy industry to make any cogent comment on it, really. Johnny says, in all honesty, I never really played with toys. I just watched tapes of Smoky Mountain Wrestling and some of the old territories, real wrestling. Yeah, the old days of the territories had some classic, great matches, great wrestlers, great storylines, everything. Steve says, a little off topic, but what I collect now is actually horror DVD Blu-rays, as I'm big into horror stuff. I've started another YouTube channel to create... Why is this happening, too? Another YouTube channel to create short horror videos, etc. That's cool. That's really cool. I like horror stuff. Edgar says, I wonder how many kids got their mom's dildo and wondered what it was. Yeah. Everything was a baseball bat, so she would have had to have. Yeah, I would have needed it to be a bit. And I just got thinking. You guys know I'm playing in that baseball league. Well, if we get to play this year, we've already pushed opening day back to May 15th. But I'm playing the baseball league this year, and we're talking about, okay, you find in your mom's dildo or something, and I always like baseball. The bat I bought is big and black. Wonder if there's something going on there. Chrome says, only ever seen 2 Tanya figures. Nendoroid and some other figure. Also, I showed you the first episode of Tanya months ago. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, on, that's right, we did see, that's right, I have seen one episode in entirety. You're right, I forgot about that, Chrome. I keep thinking back to even prior to that, when you guys were showing me the clips in the old reaction video streams, but that's right, I did get to see episode 1. I forgot about that. Simon says, I've always wanted the Egyptian god cards. I'm curious. Hold on, guys. I'm going to break away for a second. I'm curious about that thing Brax was saying about the gold Pokemon cards from Burger King. I'm gonna do a search. Pokemon cards, Burger King. I never heard of those. 1999. Wow, look at that. I'll be damned. You're right, Brax. Those are cool as hell.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
That's pretty cool. I don't remember them coming out at all.
There was apparently a commercial for them and everything.
Was there?
Yeah.
Let's see. Gold. I'm just looking on eBay. I can't even imagine what they go for. Gold Pokemon cards. Ancient Mew custom card. Oh, yeah. Charizard. Oh, that's not it. Okay.
All of them are custom cards.
Let me put Burger King.
Yeah.
Then I'll get the right ones. Yeah. Oh, it came with Pokeballs too?
Yeah, that's what they said in.
That's kind of cool. I didn't even know that happened. Any of you guys who are, well, I'm sure you would. I was say any of you guys into Pokemon know about those, but if you're into Pokemon, I'm sure you guys knew about them. William says, my favorite toy is my sloth named Slith. I think a sloth named Slith is just cool in and of itself. Oh, Alexa says those cards are actually gold. They're not fake gold, but they can only sell for around $30 or $40. Really, Alexis? I didn't know that. Well, obviously, I didn't even know they existed. Huh. Johnny says, say what you will about Jim Cornette, but that man was one of the best managers in all time and objectively the best book. Oh, yeah. No, he knows the business inside and out and was great for the business. Again, I'm not overly impressed with him as a person, but as he relates to the business, absolutely. I had a Mewtwo Gold Pokemon card, Dave. Wow. Obelisk the Tormentor, Jonathan says. Ryan says we used to use a skip it in the late 80s and break every lamp in the house. Wasn't that? Oh, okay. I remember. That was the thing, right, Brian? That it went around your ankle and you would start it spinning with that ankle and jump over it with the other foot. I'm thinking of the right thing, right? Steve says, anyone put Lego up their arse? Just me? Okay, forget what I said. I wonder how many people got Legos up their arse without meaning to after you fall down and sit on one or sit on one on the furniture or something, because that's happened. Critical, you grew up a wrestling fan? Yep, me too. Taekwon says I'm more of a Paul Heyman guy. Oh, Paul Heyman did great things, obviously, for the business as well with, ECW and everything. No question. The best part of the Blue Eyes lick says is that my friend stole it from one kid, then I stole it from my friend and moved away with it, so I won. Whoever gets in the last little bit of thievery before changing location is the winner. That's good. I had a bunch of casino games growing up. Jamie says, my dad started me on gambling when I was like 3, but then said it was bad and wouldn't teach me. So my mom finished the job and taught me to gamble smart. Brax and I enjoy gambling. We go up to the casinos every once in a while. He was, before all this hit, because we haven't been in some time, and we had just been talking about how we're going to go to one on his break, and then, of course, that didn't happen. It's weird, though. We have 3 casinos in our general vicinity. 2 of them are 18. You have to be 18 to get in. And the one that's my favorite, you have to be 21. So he's got 11 months before he can go to that one. But I don't understand. They're all three within, an hour drive of one another. And yet two of them are 18 and one's 20. I don't know. I don't know how they do any of the shit they do. Someone got a Buzz Lightyear toy stuck up their ass. Holds a new meaning to you got a friend in me. Oh, Simon. But yeah, that's my favorite one. Brian says, do you go to Four Rivers and Schenectady? That's the one I'm talking about is my favorite. And that's the one that's 21, Brian. I don't know why. They serve alcohol at the others too, and they're 18, but because we have one in Saratoga, the one in Schenectady, and one out near on the other side of Utica past Braxton School. I have a machine that is called Pink Boo. It has pink little pigs. That's kind of cool. Wee Missy says my penis. Yeah, I think we all play with that one. Not yours, our own. Well, maybe somebody play with yours too. I don't know. Chrome says, "Oh Jesus, skip it," or as we like to call it, a deadly blunt weapon. Seriously, you can give concussions with them. I would imagine, Chrome. Just seeing. Now I've seen them. We didn't have one, but it had to be somebody. One of the kids, because when my older kids were younger, must have had them because I remember seeing it. That's how I remember what it was. They put it around their ankle and they had to skip over it. But yeah, it seems like it was just kind of along the lines of jarts or lawn darts. It was just an injury begging to happen, really. Jamie says, but I thought you can't gamble till 21. Anyone? Why let 18-year-olds legalize? No, it's 18 in New York, Jamie. The legal age for gambling is 18, like even to buy lottery tickets or anything. You can buy all that stuff, state-sponsored things like lottery. You can buy all that at 18, but casinos can set their own specific ages. And again, two of them are 18, and the one I like the most is 21, so you can't go with me yet. Clackers. Oh, those are the big, honest Dave, those are the big balls, weren't they? They were the big old Dragon Balls that you would just clack together, and some of them weren't made overly with the best quality, and eventually you would clack them together enough and they would shatter and send shards into kids' eyes and stuff. I remember clackers, yep. Haroon says, favorite toy before Dragon Ball, Naruto, and other shit. Favorite toy now, masks, toilet paper, and hand sanitizer. Good point, Haroon. And those are true collector's items. You can't get them. Dragon Seer says, I didn't collect many toys. To be honest, I had some stuffed animals like a zebra and a teddy bear. Oh, and yes, I had a ton of football and Pokemon cards. I was a gamer since I was 6. Does that count? That counts. Lude says, but injuries are the best rewards. And Joseph Joestar used to use them as a weapon. Yes. Broly action figure, Benjamin? Cool one. Jamie says, my skip it was yellow. I didn't use it as much as my pink jump it. Oh, okay, because that's what I remember was the pink one. And again, I don't remember which one of the kids' friends or family it was that had it, but I remember that thing was a little pink thing, and you would watch them doing it and think, yeah, that could really hurt somebody. Ocho says, how about some cup stacking? ESPN just posted a cup stacking finals between USA and Germany in 2007 because there was no sport videos to post. Oh, man. That got huge for a while, that cup stacking. See, that's something I never would have been good at, even in the days before brain injury, because for some reason, I've never had any dexterity in my fingers. Anything fine or that you have to have digital dexterity to do quickly or anything. Forget. Don't believe me, ask any woman I've dated. Yeah, just no good at it. Kids on the block. Willie Play says, kids on the block feared my Power Ranger and Transformer army. The first time I heard of clackers was from Drake and Josh. Oh, wow. I hadn't heard of Drake and Josh in ages, Devin. Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching Drake and Josh with the kids. Michael says, I made Lego Transformers as a kid by making hinges out of the long, thin pieces. I got to go behind the scenes at Legoland because they wanted to see. Really? That's kind of cool. I was terrible with Legos. I am no good at construction. I guess it goes along maybe with my lack of artistic ability as well. But I'm not even good. Like, if you give me a big pile of Legos, I'm not even any good at visualizing what I want to make. let alone being able to actually accomplish it. I'm terrible. I would have made a good thing I never decided to go into engineering, because yeah, it wouldn't have been pretty. No good at that. And again, I know talk about Disney a lot, but it's our favorite place. The Lego store they have down there in Disney Springs, which used to be downtown Disney. That's a cool one. It's a good store, but they always have something going on outside too. Like they'll typically have it all set up where they'll have a bunch of Legos set in the bins, and the kids come in and make their own Lego car, and there's a track right there, and they let them race them against each other and stuff. It's just a fun time down there. But that's a really good Lego store. Big Green says, I was decent at it, I suppose. Yeah, I was terrible. Whether it's Legos or we had them when I was a kid. What were the and one of the relatives bought it for me once, and I don't know why. But what were those what do they call the construction sets, you guys, that were actually metal pieces? You know, all individual metal pieces, and they'd give you a little screwdriver that came with the set so you could bolt the pivot arms together and stuff. I forgot what they call those. Lincoln Logs. Even I could even screw them up. I can't remember what they call those. Erector sets. Yes, thanks, Brian. Erector sets. I'm terrible. Awful with them. Gimster says, speaking of injuries during childhoods, my granddad got me a set of sockum boppers. I had those. Teaching children to properly give concussions. You are correct. Oh, my cousin and I used to kick the shit out of each other with soccer boppers. Yep. I'd forgotten about them till you just said that, Gimster. Yeah, those were fun. Well, of course, you guys know me. Fighting has always been a thing for me. So it's like, oh, and especially with having sisters around. Once I put on the soccer boppers, like, no, well, they make them like these big balloons, Mom, so it won't hurt when I hit her. You'd see if you could drive it hard home enough to get your knuckles to come through the balloon. Evan says, I have my big tube of Tinker Toys in my closet. They got to be worth something too, I would think. Tinker Toys, as old as they are. Chrome also had different paints as a kid. Don't really use paint anymore, unfortunately. Everything's digital now for me. Yeah, and again, you know, sometimes relatives would give me like those paint by numbers books or something. I made a mess even of them. I was just no artistic ability. Brian says, me and my cousins used to get to the Port Jervis Fireman's Parade in Orange County and get the trumpets and swords off the cart. Piss off our parents. Nice. Oh, parents love when you have stuff like that, toys like that, or a drum set, a little mini drum set or something. Yeah, they enjoy those. Oh, Super Soakers, Jamie. Super Soakers were badass. Yeah, we've had a bunch of them over the years. Yeah, Super Soakers are cool as shit. Lud says, I used to get boxes of those buildable Lego structures and vehicles, but never actually build what you're supposed to. Always made something different. Played with it, tore it apart, and made something new. That's cool to have that kind of imagination. And Brax is good with them. You know, he's not into them anymore, but his mom wants, I got to buy it for her someday. His mom wants the Cinderella Castle Lego. It's this mastodon thing, right? That's what Mommy wants, the Cinderella Castle Lego thing. Oh, yeah. But he'll have to construct it. I would be less than useless in trying to do it. So it would have to be him. Oh, Dab and Dab. He says, damn it, Susan, send me my notification. It's so frustrating, brother. It really is. Edgar says, did you see the documentary that Vice did on Chris Benoit? Just started watching a little of it last night, Edgar. I got to pick it back up. It was brutal to watch. What was your thoughts at the time when you found out what Benoit did? You know, you guys know my take on things. I understand that his brain was damaged, but it just doesn't matter to me. You killed your kid, dude. I mean, killed your wife as well, but it's just a whole new level to kill your child, and suffering from brain injury like I am. I'm well aware. It's something that I'm always conscious of because I know what the potential dangers are down the road beyond just memory loss. I am so conscious of making sure, because of all the brain trauma, that things never turn dark for me. So I guess I can look at it from a unique perspective because I do have, I went through similar things that Chris Benoit went through that got him to that point. And I think about it, it's like you didn't get any warning signs. You never had, you just one day woke up and snapped, and I just don't necessarily believe that's the case. I know if I started getting dark thoughts of any type, the first thing I'm going to do is get the fuck away from my family. First thing I'm going to do is get some help, do whatever I need to do to make sure I can't hurt them someday. So, yeah, I don't. Chris Benoit, great wrestler, fantastic worker. Chris Benoit, the guy, I just don't have any use for him. Let's see. Well, this got dark. Yeah, it did. We even see, but it's something. But that's the thing. I think in life, you owe it to everybody around you to at least be aware of any potential failings you may have. And I know with the brain damage, it's something that I got to watch out for. Johnny Bravocado says, I did play on my friend's dad's wrestling ring, if you would consider that a toy. Yes. Played on that for hours, and when we were teenagers, we'd put on shows in the neighborhood and draw 30 to 50 people. That's cool. Little backyard wrestling. Leslie Cervantes says, I really didn't have a favorite toy, more like a game called Loteria, a Mexican version. Oh, a bingo. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Damn, I heard Benoit the second I came in. What I missed? We're just talking about Skull. There's Vice did a documentary style thing on Chris Benoit. It's on YouTube. I heard about it late last night and I was tired. I got through the first 10 minutes or so and it was already really fascinating, but I just couldn't stay awake. So I wanna watch more of it later. Yeah, definitely. If you guys have any interest in the wrestling business or anything even related to wrestling, I would recommend it. And that's just from having seen 10 minutes of it. Dark Side of the Ring, Brian says. Yes, that's the name of it. Check it out. It really looks good. I can't wait to get back to it. Michael says, I had a bubble gum and used a mixture with tiny amount of glue and so the bubbles wouldn't pop. I'd fire it and watch the bubbles float up into the sky. That's kind of cool. A bubble gun. I thought I said, I said bubble gum. Now let me read it properly. I had a bubble gun and used a mixture with tiny amount of glue so the bubbles wouldn't pop. That's neat. Watch the bubbles float up and that actually seems kind of peaceful. That's kind of cool, actually. Gimster says, basically, you're saying that you're the Aqua Konosuba level of usefulness during constructing things and drawing. Yes, that would be pretty much putting it perfectly, Gimster. That's exactly the level of usefulness I am, Aqua level. And like Aqua, if you were to set me down in front of a construction project with Legos or whatever it may be, I would start to cry. So yes, that is spot on, I would say. Sal says, guessing there were testimonials from Chavo and Vicky Guerrero. Yeah, just in the first 10 minutes, they already had pieces of, obviously, of Chavo and Vicky. But yeah, it does look really good. I want to see the rest of it. Jonathan says, one time I was 16, and I was watching my mom play at the casino, and I sat down to rest, and a staff member said, I can't be sitting there, and I argued with him and almost got banned. That's cool. Getting banned from the casino before you're old enough to be in the casino, that's actually cool. Yeah, well, the one casino near us has a nice little arcade and stuff. So when Brax was younger, we'd go and spend the night. 'Cause they had a hotel there too, and we'd go spend the night. And my wife and I'd take turns going down and gamble. But then we'd take Brax into the casino, and they had a pool there. So even though it was a casino, you can make it a nice little family thing. My favorite toy was a Spider-Man toy, Kaladin. Nothing wrong with Spider-Man toy. Anything superhero. Nothing wrong with that. Pineapple pizza. No, dropping the dog. No, that is one of the great. My wife and I do not actually argue about much. Maybe just we've gotten old enough now. It's just like, yeah, who cares? It's just easier to be passive. I don't know, but we rarely argue. That's something that'll start an argument. She puts pineapple on her goddamn pizza. That's wrong. It's wrong. It's demented. It means you have emotional issues. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Yeah. Oh, you had SpongeBob toys too, Kirsty? Yeah, they came up earlier. Yeah, we had a few around here. Dragon Spear says pineapple pizza is the sin of humanity. Brian says, hey, you said she was ready to kill you the other day. Yeah, but that's not an argument. That's just me doing something stupid. She's ready to kill me. She ain't going to argue with me about it. She's just gonna whack me. Sweet pizza or tomato juice? People always arguing. I love tomato juice. Sweet pizza? I'm not sure what that is. See, Leslie, that's what my wife says too. No. But I guess I'm not really... I guess I shouldn't even really allow myself to have a say in the matter because I hate pineapple. So it would go, for me, I guess it would be more, it would go without saying that I'm not going to start liking it just because it happens to be on pizza. I guess that question is more geared to somebody that would actually eat the pineapple otherwise. You do too, Jonathan? Oh, Spazkid and I knew all about the sausage pizza. And yes, I know what that means, and that's fine. I don't care if it's penis in it or whatever, as long as there's sausage. Johnny says, I respect Chris as a worker, but if hell exists, I hope he's getting pineapple shoved up his rear like Adolf and little Nicky. Ouch. Yeah, it's inexcusable. It's tragic and totally inexcusable. Again, you murdered a child, dude. What the fuck? There you go, Em. Pineapple on pizza is an abomination. I'm with you. Oh, I can't even. Oh. I can tell you guys honestly, I don't throw up very, very much. It takes a lot. I got to be really super sick or anything. I don't know that eating pineapple on pizza would make me puke, but it would probably come as close as anything can to it.
Better than Bean Boozles.
Oh, those Bean Boozles. Yeah, but then, too, I had to be an asshole and throw a whole handful in my mouth.
Well, that was your own.
That's right. Absolutely. As I was saying, if I'd done one at a time, it wasn't even that bad. But Tim Confer says, the funny thing is that I usually get a notification on my phone for live streams, but I start work at 1, so it's usually just there to taunt me. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I'm glad you could be in with us today, though, Tim. Cream pie pizza with pineapple, dragon spears. Oh, Jonathan, that's why I say, and again, this seems to be, pineapple pizza is blasphemy. Jamie's on board. And this seems to be the, reference Disney World all you can stream, but that's, I can't stress it enough if you guys, and I've said it before, but there's always new people in here. If you get down to Disney, set aside one of your meals, a lunch or something or a dinner, go to Epcot, go to the Italy section, walk straight to the back, because I always forget the name, walk straight to the back, because it's just, as you go into the section, it's like a corridor. Go straight to the back, and there's a pizza place in the back. It's the best pizza I've ever had, and it's not even close. I mean, I love Rose's down in Manhattan. Ironically enough, we have a pizza place around here called Manhattan Pizza. Love their pizza, but nobody compares to that pizza down there. The sausage is fantastic. The pizza itself is ridiculous. Yellow 5 says, Curtis, you know what I hate? I'm getting ready for a boxing match, so I can't eat anything I want. Yeah, I remember those days of training, Yellow Flash. It does suck. It absolutely sucks. The crap you gotta eat when you're training, whether it's for boxing match or years and years ago I did a couple of powerlifting events, stuff like that. Ugh. Really? Jamie says, I worked at Pizza Planet in MGM Studios back in '08. That's cool. I love Pizza Planet. Now, of course, it's gone. Well, it's not MGM Studios anymore, which, I mean, Jamie knows this, but for those who don't know, now it's Hollywood Studios. And it's, what the hell is it now, Jamie? It's, isn't it? It's Muppet themed now, right? The pizza place? Rizzo's Pizza, I think it is. I that made me sad just because I'm a geek for Toy Story, and I loved it when it was Pizza Planet. Pizza Hut's okay. Brax really likes it. I'm okay with it. I'll eat it. I miss Pizza Planet there. It's Hollywood Studios now. Yeah, Brian, I do too. I really like it. Just doesn't have the same feel about it now with being Rizzo's Pizza as it did being Pizza Planet. I really like that. We must see says God made pineapple pizza to fuck with people. Yes, we do collect pins, Evan. Yeah, we do. My wife's I've never been a pin collector. My wife is an avid pin collector. Braxton's an avid pin collector. Both my grandkids are very avid pin collectors. We've got I'll have to do a house tour one of these days for you guys. Right at the bottom of our stairs, as you come in the front door, there's two big things on the wall my wife's uncle made for her, because again, anything craft, I didn't do it. He cut Mickey heads out of plywood, and then she put black felt like over it, and all the pins are displayed on those. Yeah, they're all of them. The whole gang is way into the pin collecting. Pizza Hut has the best sauce. See, I'm okay with it, dang-lang, Pizza Hut sauce. But, and again, in fairness, typically when I order my pizza, I always order it light on the sauce anyway. Not to dismiss anyone's sauce recipe, but just because I'm an old fart and I can't eat a lot of sauce anymore, it just upsets my stomach. And not even upsets my stomach, just gives me an odd feeling overall. Gibson says, can't wait to see Curtis react to Ichigo from Bleach to turn Super Saiyan 4, open the 8th gate and go 1 for all 100%. Oh yeah, spoilers. Ichigo's electric. He's got it all. Jamie says, I think so, yeah. My main location was Epcot's Electric Umbrella Fountain View. Yeah. So I love the toys and McDonald's release for the Epcot World Showcase back in the 90s. That's cool, Jamie. Yeah, the Electric Umbrella. Now, I'm trying to remember, Jamie, because they're doing all that work in Epcot right now. I think Electric Umbrella's gone, right? Because there was the, am I thinking right, Jamie? Electric Umbrella, is that where they had all the sodas from all over the world? I forgot, but if it is, that's gone. Oh my God. And that place, that was cool. They used to have this thing, and it was perfectly free, once you're in the park. You could go into Epcot, and they had different sodas from all different parts of the world. Some of it was really, really good. I wish I could remember some of the countries that were excellent. All I remember, though, is Italy's was one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted. I can't, it's one thing, you'd try them all, and some of them would be like, oh, no, I don't like that. Or as I said, some of them were excellent. But that one from Italy, it just tasted like pure 2-week dead ass. Oh, it was horrible. I can't believe that. And it had to be a prank. There's no way people actually willingly consume that stuff. Oh. What's my opinion on sushi and raw fish? I don't eat it. My tastes are so limited. You would never imagine they're as limited as they are with being a giant fat guy. But I eat lots of food, but lots of the same food over and over and over. I have very limited taste. The only seafood I ever really eat is occasionally I'll have a fish sandwich, haddock, something like that. And I like fried clams. Other than that, nothing. Yes, Evan. Then they have like Coke from different places too. Yeah, they did. Now that they have the Coke store now in Disney Springs, and I believe you can get the Coke from different places there. But yes, within that place they had that too. Funimation should make an anime land based on all their properties. Oh, I would be there so quickly, Willie. The worst pizza place is Domino's, Little Caesars, and Papa John's. It's funny, we have no
Domino's sucks.
And it didn't used to. Little Caesars and Papa John's, we have none around us. Domino's used to, many, many years ago, was my favorite. One of my favorites, I should say. I love Domino's pizza. And this, going way back, had to be over 20, 25 years ago. They switched the recipe on the sauce, and you'd never seen a fat man as pissed off as I was when they did that, because it went from being something that I loved, I looked forward to. It was inexpensive dinner, and you could have it delivered. Everything was perfect. To I don't even bother with it. I've tried it like twice since, just in the hopes that maybe they would change that sauce back, but it's disgusting. I'm not sure, Brian, if it's really gone. Don't quote me on that. It might still be there, but Epcot's going under major renovation. But oh wait, are you talking about Electric Umbrella that soda place? Yes, that's gone. I was really sad about that. I liked that. And again, I thought it was something different and unique, and I forgot what it had to move for, but yeah, it's gone. Johnny says, you're xenophobic, Curtis. Just a minute. You're right. I hate Italians because of that goddamn soda. And it was just so weird because, again, you had all these different nations and just as you would expect. Like I said, most of them were kind of like, okay. Some were like, whoa, that's really good. But then there was Italy's. And geez, I can't believe anybody thinks that tasted good. Chrome says, can't stand Pizza Hut. Frozen pizza bullshit. Cook the pizza fresh. Pizza's fresh ass. If I want frozen pizza, I'll buy it from a supermarket, Chrome says. Pizza Hut's taking a beating in here, bro.
That's rude.
They're
fucking amazing.
Braxton loves it. We get it every once in a while just for him. Well, I mean, we eat it too, because he wants it. But I honestly don't mind it. My wife doesn't like it. She'll eat it because Braxton likes it, but she doesn't like it. Little Caesars, Johnny says, is my favorite shitty pizza. It's like eating roof shingles. Pizza's overrated, Samurai? No. Stop it, heretic. Pizza's one of my favorite. And I think I told you guys that. Pizza's probably my favorite individual meal. And when I was a little kid, first starting in elementary school, I didn't like it. Who the fuck knows why? I was just a dumb little ginger. Who the hell knows? Because that was the days they would have it on the lunch menu. I would get my mom to pack me a lunch. And now I would eat it every goddamn day. You hate pizza too, Lifer? Really? Oh my God, I just love pizza. Sbarro's, yeah, I like Sbarro's, Brian. Yep, I like Sbarro's. I wonder if Pizza Hut, Domino's, etc. are different tastes in the UK and US. I wonder too, Steve. I'll bet they are. It seems like a lot of the international chains, from what people have told me, mainly on here where we have an international group, it seems like a lot of the international chains seem to play with the recipes a little, depending on, I don't know, local flavors, local seasoning, stuff like that. I don't know that that's the case. I'm just saying. I would guess. I bet you it is. Fucking pizza hating commies, Brian says. Willie says, we have a pizza place down the street called Hungry Howie's, and it has the texture of rubber. Yeah, my wife and I, there's a place down from us. It's in Amsterdam, New York. It's called Russo's. It's just a little family restaurant. Now, I'm not bad-mouthing them. Russo's is one of my favorite places in the world. It's the one restaurant I never, ever vary. Every time we go there, I get the hot roast beef with fries and gravy. It's phenomenal. They make their own bread there. It's ridiculous how good it is. But they also make pizzas. My wife loves them. I can't even get the pizza. Oh, even thinking of biting into it just makes me want to no. But it's weird because they actually have this a layer of sauce, cheese, and it's like sauce also on the top, and yeah, no. But their roast beef sandwiches are just I'm chubby. I'm telling you, it's that good. Leslie says, I know Chuck E. Cheese reuses their pizza pieces not eaten to make a new one. That's gross. Oh. Taekwon. Oh, yeah. Taekwon, my wife's a huge calzone fan. I don't eat them as much because, again, cheese. The only thing I ever eat that has cheese on it is pizza. Why that's the exception, I couldn't begin to tell you. But too much cheese in calzones for me, which is too bad because I love the shells of calzones. I think they're delicious. Johnny says, you ever heard of Johnny's Pizza? I had it when I was stationed in Louisiana. It was awesome. I don't think so, Johnny. I don't think so. I like Taekwon. I'm a big New York style fan, but again, that's what I grew up with. So, that would just tend to reason. And plus too, again, with the having difficulty dealing with a lot of sauce on pizza, and Chicago really pours on the sauce, so that's why I couldn't eat Chicago style. Let's see. My brother works at a pizza place with the best one. Does he, Weemacy? It's one of my favorite things to do is, my tastes are so simple. But if we're someplace new, I always like to try out a different pizza place. Or if we go into a restaurant, boring as I am, go to this really nice steakhouse or something, I like trying out burgers. I'm a simpleton. I just like, that's one of my favorite things, trying out new pizzas, new burgers. Walmart's pizza. Yes, we have. It wasn't actually that bad, ours. We have a grocery market chain here called Price Chopper. And surprisingly, their prepared pizzas and everything are actually kind of good. I mean, they're not something you're going to go drive 10 miles out of your way to get. But if you're just looking for something quick and good for dinner, their pizzas are really good and very inexpensive. Really, Big Green, you're not big on pizza either? Oh, I just love it. All the video. Oh, thank you, Demon King. I appreciate that. It's nice of you to say. Excuse me. Chrome says, yeah, the UK's food standards are different, so the recipes have to be slightly different. I know Brew. I know in Iron Brew and Kinder Eggs are banned in the US because, I think we have Kinder Eggs now, though, Chrome, right? Didn't they relax that? We have Kinder Eggs here now, don't we?
I think so.
Yeah, I think the Kinder Egg. I don't know what the other one is. Earn Brew? Earn Brew. Oh, is that who makes the Kinder Eggs? Because I think they're here now. Cheese is one of the best foods humanity has invented. What's wrong with it? Oh, Mr. Miles. Well, no, not a fan at all. And especially, as I said, especially American cheese. Oh, God damn, American cheese is gross. And he loves it. Absolutely loves it. Oh, it's different companies? Oh, okay. We have fake Kinder Eggs, similar but different. Oh, okay, Gigamac. Gigamac says they're not exactly the same thing. I thought I had seen them in stores, though. Gimster says, I remember hearing about a guy who ate pizza too much. He ate it every day for all his meals. Wow, that's pretty extreme. For 3 years and developed a rare form of lactose intolerance where his body craved the pizza that hurt him. Oh, that sucks. That's like a Twilight Zone episode right there. How bad does that suck? Jesus, that would be pure torture to me. That's a bit much. I mean, I make jokes about how much I love pizza, but yeah, three meals a day for 3 years. Yeah, I don't think I could do that. Oh, Jamie says scroll back and answer my question. Oh, gotta go back further. I see. Where are you, Jamie? Looks like did I miss one? Looks like the message got retracted. Hold on, let me look back again. I'm not seeing it, Jamie. Yeah, I must be missing it here. Yeah, they're showing as being retracted. Yeah, it's several in a row showing as being retracted. I must have missed it. Costco and Sam's Club pizza is actually not bad. Really, Brian? It always amazes me, some of those stores. Again, like I say, that market local to us, that Price Chopper, they're not bad at all. And really, the one I had when we bought it from Walmart wasn't bad either. I can go back to several places in Glasgow for fresh wood oven pizza. That's what that place in I was telling you guys about in Epcot. That's what that is too, Chrome. It's the wood fired pizza for half the price of Pizza Hut. Why would I punish my intestines with frozen cardboard? All right, let me see if I can find. Hold on, let me see if I can find Jamie's post quick. If it hasn't scrolled out of here. Okay, there's the ones that were still. My eyes don't want to focus. Fucking text scared me. Wait, that isn't my. Is that my? Yeah, it's my. Hold on, it's my T-shirt place. Oh, I thought maybe they're having a sale. They just are sending me a text saying that they just sent out an order. It was a new anime T-shirt with something that just happened recently in one of the anime we're watching. It won't be hard for you guys to figure out what the T-shirt is of. I had to have one. That one's retracted. Hold on, let me see if I can find Jamie's. Ah, there it is. Jamie says that was the Coke store next to Fountain View, which was across from Electric Umbrella. Fountain View was the ice cream shop. Electric Umbrella was a burger joint and second busiest. Okay, I can never keep the names straight. Okay, I got you, Jamie. Yeah, so that's what's closed. That Coke store, the soda store there. But that's probably a lot of it, Jamie, is because they got that huge Coke store now in Disney Springs, I would think. Because there's is it 2-story or 3-story, that Coke store?
3.
I think it was 3-story. There's a huge Coke store in Disney Springs now, so that would make sense. But it kind of sucks that it's gone because again, they had all those international sodas. It was just fun screwing around in there. Freddie Mercury fan says I just got lots of homework to take home because of the coronavirus. Thanks, Susan. That's right, fucking Susan. Dude.
Oh yeah, for all the gamers on your stream. Mm-hmm. The game World War Z. You remember that movie?
I remember the movie, yeah. The zombie movie, yeah.
The game is free on the Epic Game Store right now for the next week.
Oh, is it? Is it good?
It's basically like Left 4 Dead.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That series. It's kind of like.
Do you guys? I know it's close to Mike. Do you guys hear him? If you're interested in playing that, so it's World War Z game is free on Epic Games.
Yeah.
It's free for this week on Epic Games. You guys want? I know a lot of us got a lot of you guys have time on your hands now. So if you got something you want to play. Love it. Brian says, do you guys ever check out the PhilharMagic 3D show with Donald stealing Mickey's hat? My favorite thing there where you can even smell the different scents. Yes. Love it. Love PhilharMagic. As a matter of fact, if any of you go to Disney World and you have little ones, specifically little girls, they get more of a kick out of this, it seems. If you go into that PhilharMagic show that Brian's talking about, it's a 3D show. It's really well done. It's basically, as he said, it's just about Donald stealing Mickey's conductor's, what do you call them? Wand?
No, stick, yeah.
Stick, whatever it is. And he goes on an adventure, but it takes you through several Disney movies, the adventure he goes on. Now, when he sees Ariel, she sings her song there, and where she talks about throwing all the jewels, all the ones, I got this, I got that, aplenty.
I know what you're talking about.
And she throws all the jewels out that she has aplenty. What you do is you go in there, in your pocket, have a little plastic jewel or two. And with the little ones, I did it with my granddaughter. I've done it with other little ones we brought. When they see the jewel coming at them, you pretend to catch it and hand it to them. Freaks them right out. Freaked me out. I thought I really caught one once, but it's really, really cool. If you ever bring a little girl to it, you got to do that.
This is who made the ruckus.
Oh, fucking figures! look who Rax found, the asshole that fell down and made all the noise. So, dumb bitch. Eat him, Uma. Kick his ass. That's Zamasu. Slap that bitch. Chuck E. Cheese's, yeah, we used to go there a lot when my older kids were little, and Braxton too when he was little. Now we only have one left in the area, and they're pretty gross. Oh, yeah, Jamie says, I love Mickey's PhilharMagic. Donald stole the Sorcerer's Hat to take over the concert. Yep. Yeah, Evan, make sure if you ever, again, take a little girl there, you got to do that. They just go ballistic when they see you actually catch one of those little diamonds and jewels. Harun says, would you rather have pineapple pizza for a month or have pineapple burgers? Oh, Jesus Christ. But those are my two favorite foods, both ruined with pineapple. I couldn't even make a call, Harun, because they're both going to make me yak. Ugh. Yeah, Big Green. Fuck you, Zamasu. See, of course it would be Zamasu that would.
This is what we got to start looking out for in our new pop figures. He has holes for a stand.
I saw that some of them have. Yeah, they have. I know. I got to get some of the stands. I was thinking, I told you guys, of just putting up more shelves, lining the shelves with, what am I trying to say, Rex? Another noun gone out of there. With Velcro, and putting Velcro on their feet so they'll stand up, the ones, because a lot of them just don't stand well. Glenn Acre says, off to Goodwill to get clothes dipped in COVID-19. Jesus Christ, Glenn. Gimster says, if I were to do that with Ariel thing at the theme park, I'd toss a shoe. You guys are funny. Get out of here, Gigamac. No, nothing is awesome with pineapple. Stop it. Oh, I hate pineapple. Johnny says, American cheese is fucking horrific. Yes. I'd rather eat cheese made from human breast milk. Actually, it doesn't sound too bad. My partner just had our daughter, so I might try that. Yeah. Oh, it can't be worse. It can't. Oh, American cheese is just so nasty. I remember seeing most of the Chuck E. Cheese's change into a dance floor. Did they, Josh? We used to have 3 in the region, and now we're down to 1. And about the time that Braxton was getting old enough that he didn't really want to go there anymore, it was perfect because it was getting kind of scuzzy. My grandkids went when they were really little a couple times, and they just got away from it too. It got kind of gross. Chrome says Zamasu wins again. Soon he'll become a pirate warrior. Also, that's no joke. In Dragon Ball Heroes, he has an eye patch now. Does he? Oh, Jesus. Fucking Zamasu. Figures he'd be the one trying to interrupt the stream, asshole. Evan says, I mean, as long as you're actually in America, aren't you always making American cheese? Gigamax says they use canned pineapple, so it's much milder, not too different. Oh, it must be mentioned to somebody else. Yeah, I can't. Oh, pineapple's just gross to me. Oh. Let's see. Don't forget Phantasmic, too. I like Phantasmic. Howard Studios. Sorry, my typing sucks right now. My pinky's bleeding. Don't ask. Oh, geez, Brian. No worries. Brian's committed. He could be losing enough blood out of his pinky. He's going to pass out soon, but he's still here chatting with us. Yes, Phantasmic is the nighttime show in Hollywood Studios. Really good. Really entertaining show. The old mouse on the mountain at the end there. I love that. Johnny Walker from Russia. Good to have you with us, my friend. You heathens dare slander American cheese. Oh, Glenn, I hate it. Again, it gets its support in our household because Brax loves it. My wife loves it. She likes the white American cheese. He likes the yellow American cheese. We always have it in the house, but oh, God, it's so nasty. Oh, let's see. That's tough, Axe. Pineapple or American cheese? Pick one. If I had to, eat one, I would eat the pineapple. I would eat some pineapple before I'd eat that goddamn American cheese. All the pineapple talk made my stream crash, Amy says. Yeah, of the two, that's how much I hate American cheese, though. Oh, it's so gross. Oh. Lude says, I've been craving American junk food for many years. Now you tell me it's cheese and shit. Again, Lude, Brax says it's great. My wife says it's great. I say it's absolute ass. Ugh. I hate American cheese. Not even real cheese. It's a cheese byproduct. That's what I'm saying, old one. And again, I'm not a cheese fan anyway. But the other cheeses I'll eat on things. Like, if I get a certain dish or something, like let's say a calzone. If they, if the cheeses they put in there, if I ordered a calzone, if I was really hungry enough, I'd eat it. I wouldn't like the cheese part, but having it mixed in with, a nice sausage or something calzone, I could eat it. But if McDonald's, Burger King, one of them gets my order wrong and they put American cheese on my burger, if there's nobody else in the house that'll eat it, I throw it away. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I would, even the thought of eating that goddamn American cheese makes me want to retch. Hi, Kyle. Let's see. Josh says that should be a series on Devil Artemis channel. Little Kid Kermit and Sullen, Shallot, and Zarvan. One episode where Majin Buu is ice cream man. Yeah, there you go. Evan says, if Americans literally sell cheese in a can, we do. Can we really believe our cheese is real? Yeah, good point. Good point. I don't have a favorite cheese, Axe. I will put up with cheese. A good blend, probably you'd have to say whatever blend somebody uses specifically on a given pizza, because pizza I like, mozzarella, whatever it may be. So that would have to be it. But again, other cheeses I can eat. I prefer not to have them, but that's the best example I can give. If it's in another dish, mixed into the dish, and I ask for it, no cheese, and they give it to me, I'll be like, oh, God damn it, and I'll eat it anyway. But American cheese, no. I'm a fat guy, and I'd rather go hungry than eat American cheese. Way rather. Kraft Singles is 90% plastic. I believe that, Dab and Dab. So much cheese is so little time, Simon says. Favorite meat? Oh, no, that's where... Meats and breads. That's where I have a wide variety of tastes. Favorite meat? That's hard. It'd be a red meat. Probably a good roast beef or a good steak. The old one says, I love taco, burrito, and pizza. That's all I eat cheese on. Well, that's why I'm a pain in the ass. Like, if I go to Taco Bell, I love burrito shells. I love taco shells, too. I order my burritos with just the meat. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to get it prepared that way, but that's how they're like, but you don't want this? You don't want the sauce? No. You don't want the cheese? No. You don't? No. Just put some meat on the tortilla and wrap it up. What's the name of the cheese that Mexican restaurants use for cheese dip? Isn't it nacho cheese, Evan? I don't know. Isn't it? I think. I made your day, William C. Well, I'm glad. Is the flavor or consistency of cheese? Oh, it's the flavor, Smoky Loki. I don't have a problem with consistency. It's pure flavor. Oh my God, it's just, oof. Favorite comedian? Like Bill Burr and George Carlin. That's tough for me, Samurai. There's been so many over the years I love. Probably the favorite one touring right now. If you go back to Carlin and go back to Richard Pryor, who I thought was absolute genius, Robin Williams. If we're talking currently touring, it would probably be either Dave Chappelle. I think Dave is fucking hysterical. Or Daniel Tosh. Daniel Tosh's stand-up cracks me. I love his style, his delivery. Gimster says, in a few years, I'm going to move to New York and drive trains to give old people American cheese, pineapples, and talk about religion. You're my first stop. Gimster, make sure and identify yourself so that I know you, because otherwise, it's going to go south in a hurry. It's good. Curtis, do you like white sauce on pizza? 3, 4, 5. Not really. I can eat it. I don't prefer it though. Oh, really? Chrome says apparently Devil Artemis is going to be doing a Cell versus Ichigo. Oh, that would be cool. I like that. I'll watch that one. Dennis Leary was funny in his day acts. Yeah, when he used to do stand up, he had some funny stuff. He had the asshole song. I always thought the asshole song was hilarious. He's pretty good. But yeah, of the current guys, it'd definitely be Chappelle and Tosh. I just think they're both really funny. Yes, that's exactly. That asshole song Dennis Leary did was hysterical. I just saw a comedian the other night, and I wish I'd give him a plug so you guys could go watch him on Netflix. I can't remember his name. Tom something. His first name was Tom. His act was really good. It was really strong up front. When he first starts maybe some of you guys will know who I'm talking about here. Segura, thank you. Yep. Thanks, Gigamac. He was funny. The opening bit he did talking about his wife and having to say goodbye, and then his kids and the dog. I will drown that fucking dog. He was really good. He was funny as hell. If you guys haven't seen him, and again, I know a lot of us have a lot of extra time now. He's on Netflix. Check him out. That was funny. And again, I think most of us here share a similar sense of humor. You guys will like him. Yeah, Tom Segura, Glenn. Absolutely. Check that guy out. No, God, there never was a Egotist Reactions 8182. There's a song about how a guy sings about how he's running out of fucks to give. Gabriel Iglesias, yeah, I like him. Dab and Dab. Yeah, again, he's not. Those other two guys are my favorites going, but yeah, anything Gabriel comes out with, I'll watch. Yeah, I think he's funny too. He does great voices, great sound effects and voices. Every time someone eats American cheese, I'll eat a kitten, the old one says. Every time they eat pineapple, I'll make more tentacle porn. Groucho Marx is my favorite, Johnny says. Bert Kreischer's funny too. Of course, Glenn, he's got that classic The Machine bit. Bert Kreischer as a comedian, I think, is a funny guy, but I think that individual bit is an all-time classic. That's hilarious. The Machine. Another thing, if you guys haven't seen it, watch it. Bert Kreischer, The Machine. Funny as hell. Bill Burr's funny guy. Yep. There's a lot of good stand-ups out there now. Kevin Hart's fantastic. Yep, I agree. There's just something in the delivery for me of both Chappelle and Tosh that just makes them at the top of my list. But you guys know I love stand-up. I watch lots of stand-up. Smokey Loki says, I've always wanted to go to one of those steakhouses in the South that have those old ovens that seal in all the flavor. Having a nice steak or brisket where the meat melts in your mouth. Yo, now we're in my wheelhouse, Smokey Loki. I'm with you there, pal. We can get together. I'll drive for that one. I don't care where we got to go. Yeah, a good steak. Oh. KFC or pizza? Oh, for me, that's easy. God, pizza. And not that I hate KFC. It's just, KFC is something that, we had it not too long ago. It's the first time I've had it in months. And that's something I like once in a while. And pizza I could eat pretty much every day. Let's see. Theo Von is pretty funny. I'll have to check him out, John. I don't know him. Theo Von. No. Name's not familiar. I'll have to try and look him up. Yeah, I love good stand-up. My current comedian favorite is definitely Burr. Yeah, I wouldn't fault anybody. Bill Burr is a funny dude. Absolutely he is. Old one says I did stand-up once. Knocked him dead. Turns out people dead don't laugh very much. Kyle says, if you like stand-up so much, why don't you ever stand up in your videos? But actually, in the stand-up comedy videos I posted, I was standing up. So, in fairness, I did. I just wish I had more. Well, I had planned on going out and doing some stand-up again. I have a bunch of material together. But then this whole thing hit, and now nobody's doing anything in front of audiences. And the old clips I have, every time I had somebody record for me, they'd fuck up. My older son did it for me the one night, and he was involved with 17 different things. So the camera's up here and down there. But you guys have seen those clips. They're out there. Let's see. Chrome says, stop teasing with fast food. LOL, they're literally all shut down in Scotland because of the damn virus. No fast food. Really? Oh, that sucks, Chrome. See, all our restaurants stayed open. It's, drive-through or takeout only, but they allowed them to stay open. Oh, that sucks. We did stand up in that vid. Kinda, yeah, for being a shot in. Yeah. I thought about doing that. I don't know if I could make the time. Maybe if drags on for very much longer, maybe we'll have a stand up night where it won't even be necessarily like this. Won't be an interactive live stream. I'll green screen it up. Another green screen. Put a stand up or put a stage background, and maybe I'll do like 20, 25 minutes of stand up or something. But that'd be a fun stream. Colton says, Curtis, how does it feel to wrestle at a show that will have more people at it than this year's WrestleMania? that's in the old sad but true category, Colton. Yeah. Oh, Evan. Did you guys hear about the crazy Mexican train conductor that broke out of jail recently? I heard he had some loco motives. Oh, that was delightfully terrible. I've been making steaks during this pandemic. Sirloin, gammon, pork, etc. Cool. Yeah, I've been watching some of the WWE without the audience. Nymphonomicon. Yeah, I've been watching some. I think they're doing the best they can. You know, at least the wrestling fans are getting to watch something. You know, whereas all the other sports have had to be shored up completely. So I think they're doing a pretty good job. Okay, guys, I gotta go. This has been another great stream. This was fun. I'll try and think of more things like this. It just came up to me the other day. I don't know, maybe because I went past some of the kids' old toys that we have stashed away there. But the idea to find out what you guys like just came to me the other day, and I like talking about stuff like this. And again, as I said, it just seems like it gives us a little bit of a reprieve from the nastiness that is reality right now. So thank you guys for hanging out with me on this. This was a lot of fun, as it always is. Planning on streaming pretty much every day. You know, I never know when something's going to come up. I wish it'd come up. Something's going to come up, but outside of that, pretty much all the time. But let's get to what we've all been waiting for. We've all been here for this, and we know what we wanted. We wanted the pompu sticky stuff for everybody. Here you go, sticky stuff you. I feel so much like that old Romper Room show. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you have to watch old clips of it. It was for little kids, and at the end, she would look through the looking glass right at you, and she would say a bunch of names. And instead of looking glass, I'm giving you sticky stuff through the looking glass. Coronavirus free, as far as you know. Well, bang, okay, flashlight like Buggy. As always, most importantly, even more important than sticky stuff, is goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh.